Who are you? Like, for real, for real. What do you want? What do you want? Have you truly sat with those two questions recently, in presence, in real time, without the jabber of others, without, you know, the inevitable influence of the outside, but like allotted time to really just contemplate those, like, existential questions. But right now they're kind of like necessary, like the things that cannot be avoided anymore. Who are you truly, and what are you doing? What are you here for? And, I feel like we've all asked ourselves the question at one point or another, but it's just the focus is becoming more intense, is what I'm feeling. It, the call to literally focus in and decide and align, it is just, it has to be more intentional, and more than it ever has been, at least in my lifetime, that I can truly say. And so, that there's this initial pressure of like, oh shit, I gotta figure that out. Like, how do I even start? Like, if these questions seem so big to you that you're like, I don't know, I'm just gonna, the constructs of my life, my job, I have kids, I'm somebody's something. Not that. Sorry, that's not what we're talking about here. All your little titles and stuff, that it's like, it's easy to get by in the world, with that surface level shit. What do you do? What do you do for work? What do you do for fun? Like, what this weather we're having today, like, just a side note, like, that's a whole other conversation, where just service level conversation is just, it's just not it. It's just not it. It feels like, all right, I'm just passing the time here. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable. Like, but I feel like there's something there. But anyway, like, that's beyond. It's because the main thing is like, oh my God, if somebody was like, what do you really want? If somebody had the audacity to come at you that way, you'd be like, excuse me, but it would be exciting. It would be different. It would be at least something to like get you out of the hamster wheel, right? So I'm asking you right now, welcome to the Presence Project. If you're here, you already know what's going on. But if you're new, like, this is just literally an experiment into what the fuck is actually going on in our lives, and can we just sit at least for a couple minutes a day, whether it's like you sitting watching this video literally contemplating these questions, or me making this video. Like, it's just an exchange of energy so that we can elevate the experience that we're having, that we can literally do that and influence the world and influence consciousness and contribute in whatever way we can by really digging deep to what matters as the world progresses in ways that make us uncomfortable or that make us numb, make us, just all kinds of distracted and, you know, invested in the wrong thing, when it's all about, you know, feeding a void that's here, or understanding what happened, you know, somewhere in the past or in your childhood or whatever, that is leading to these loops and decisions that you're like, I'm kind of done doing the same thing the same way over and over again. And I'm awake now, so it's not gonna, so the loop is broken, right? Just you being aware of like, I'm gonna ask these deep questions like, who the fuck am I? What is this? What do I really want out of life? Right? And yeah, let's go there. Let's go there right now. So who are you? If we truly go deep, the correct answer is always going to be, I don't know. But I'm exploring that, right? I do know that I'm made up of 99.9999% nothing. Space. Like, if you didn't know that, look it up. I'm made up of like I'm mostly not here, right? And that is science, right? So if that's the case, and I can literally influence what is it, I can only come to the conclusion that I am what is, right? And we hear this, oh, look, you are what is. Like there's nothing else going on. Like, you're looking at this, like, this is just you listening to yourself. So it's like, what am I suffering for? What am I, like, what's the point? Like, if it's just all good and I'm everything, then what are we doing in these little bodies and doing other? It's literally for fun, for expansion. If you think about being everything, right? You are all that is. And the most fun that you've had, because you're eternal, and like, I can't even think about that concept, but like, if you can try to picture it, I know Alan Watts, if you don't know him, look him up. He just had this great like concept of like, or you know, he studied a lot of Hindu and Asian cultures and religions and philosophy that just hinted at the fact that we're in a dream, right? If you were in a dream and let's come out with it. If you're God and you're sleeping right now because you choose to have a dream of life so that you can be reflected to yourself, what would happen in the dream, right? If you could have everything you ever wanted in life. Let's say you are like, you have the power that you would grant to the divine, right? And right now you have it, so you could have anything, anything, anything. It would go something like this, and this is what Alan Watts was talking about. You'd literally make all your dreams come true. You'd just instantaneously have everything, and like you just like, and now what, right? You'd have it all, and then what? You'd dream again. But this time, like, it was a little harder to get that thing. Like I had to, you know, I had to work for it. Like I had to like feel like it was unattainable somehow, right? And what if I like made myself forget completely that I am God and try to go for these things? What would happen? Like, that would be crazy. And then I'd wake up from the dream and say, oh man, that was wild. And then you'd arrive at exactly where you are today. So I'm literally butchering it. Like, please look it up, because it's such a beautiful way to frame what the hell is going on here. And in the very small question of who the fuck are you and what are you doing here, right? So if that's what all it is, it's just like we're just the universe like experiencing itself, and every single little thing that we go through is exactly right, because the universe is like, oh, I feel that. Ooh, oh, I've never felt that before. Oh, that's different. Oh my God, like that. We're literally giving that to the universe, to ourselves, these new and exciting experiences. And you are a an insane dream that the universe had to even be here, right? To just be here. It's like, oh, I want nothing but this, to be and to see myself through this thing, that being you. It's a little like, oh, so what do I do with that? What do I do with that? And I feel like, because there's no wrong answer, sorry, there's really not. Like, exactly what you're doing is great. But there's also an opportunity to really start enjoying it. Whatever it is, like, oh, this is hard. I must have wanted to experience this, because at the end of the day, it means nothing, right? But it means everything at the same time. I hope I hope I'm making sense. Like, if you're getting it, you know that it's just it's deeper than what we want to I guess examine that closely every day, because we're like, I just gotta, some days you just gotta get through. You just gotta get through. But why are you getting through? Because you know that you could wake up and be like, the most amazing thing just happened. And it has happened for you so many times, right? So instead of living for those moments of like, oh, I just want something cool to happen, can I just get something cool again already? Just living in the like, oh, I'm going to consciously create something cool. I'm going to consciously like plot my next move here. And then that leads into, what do you want? So what do you want? And we've just been so programmed in so many areas to want things that are not even Like if you really sit and you're like, that thing that I really want is because, I feel guilty for not giving this person this. Like so many of the things that we have built our lives around. If you really sit down and look at your goals, like how many of them are for you? How many are them truly, truly goals that you're like, okay, that one's mine. That one is for me. That is something I desire. Desire for just whatever you want. I would love to have that for me. And the first part of that, take it slow, right? Is permission to really look at it and say, yes, yes, all these goals for my family and for, what I gotta get done. But once all that's out of the way, once you're not thinking about survival anymore, once you're not focused on optics and like, what are they gonna think? All that's out the window, right? What do you want? And why do you want it? Comfort. It would feel peaceful. It would fill a void inside. It would give you connection. It would make you feel safe. It would make you feel loved, accepted. It was just something that you wanted as a kid, and like it never came about. Like whatever you want at the core is directly linked to who you really are. And whether you're giving permission to yourself or not, like I know that comes with time and with circumstances and everything, but like if you're here truly thinking about these things right now, you are more than ready to start believing that whatever those far-fetched just you things are, they're real. They're real. And it might just be, wild thought of the day, might just be that chasing those things, that following, better than chase, because chase is like, whether that's chase sometimes has negative connotations, right? Not chasing, following. Like you can't help but go towards something. You're flowing towards it. You're obsessed with it, right? Those things that we just can't help but move towards are the very reason why we're here, why we're alive, why. That's your why. Beyond any other things happening that people you're responsible for, mistakes that you've made. Something keeps calling you. Something. And maybe you've ignored it forever. Maybe you feel like it's been easy to ignore. Not really, because it's still irking you. So you're here. So it's bothering you, all right. And it's just like, what if I took a couple minutes a day just to really sit with that wand, whatever it is, ridiculous as it may be, not gonna make me any money as it may be. It's just for fun as it may be. I just like it as it may be. Really just give yourself full permission to enjoy it and to just picture if you could do that, and an abundance would flow to you doing just that. Doing just that. And I wonder too, like, how much more peace would you have? How much more relief and freedom would come from just, all right, I'm just gonna do this thing I love already, and not have the pressure of like, I gotta do all that stuff you're doing, but you have 5 minutes to be quiet by yourself alone. Whether it's like, okay, you went to bed. In that time, you have time to just be like, I'm going to sit with what I want. And don't try to make it make sense. Don't try to work it out. Just spend the deserved time nourishing that. And that this is if you don't know. If you know, go do that. Go fucking do that already. Even if it's not making, but like, find the time to do that and enjoy it without guilt over nothing. And just imagine if that thing that you love could magically become the reason that you survive in this world, that you thrive. Yeah. You know how many people are doing it? It's crazy. We hear so much negative and so much stuff going on in the world. But at the same time, you know how many people are thriving, doing the very thing that they're like, I just like walking my crab. I have a crab and I put him in little outfits and I walk him. And I posted it online and now your income comes from that. Like, that's just joy. So like, you have nothing to lose by literally sitting and saying, who the fuck am I? And what do I really want outside of all these distractions and all these things? And if I don't know that, I'm going to start with like the voice inside that says, that feels good. Oh, that doesn't feel good. I'm looking forward to that. I'd rather not do that. Ooh, and that's everything. That's like, do you want to take that phone call? Do you want to answer that email right now? Obviously we're like, do I have to go to work? Like, go to work, but like, there are micro decisions that you make daily at your job that you could still hold a little ground, right? Like, I don't have to do that right now, right this second. What if I take like 2 minutes before I do that thing and like rebelliously imagine your dreams, or look something up real quick, or like, sneak it and own it, and know that you're making a difference every step of every little towards what I really want. Moment in your own life. Even if you think it's for nothing, try it out. Give yourself whatever time. Time is nothing. Time is a construct, right? But if you're so busy in your life working and living and slaving away, right? Because you have a job and kids and everything. If you just do me a favor and steal from your day, your own day, you got to steal it, right? Just a few minutes of like, and now for what I really want. I want to look up houses in Hawaii. I'm going to look up my dream, whatever. This is just a moment for me. And every decision on the daily, if you just try to be as present in your day as possible, you'll notice like, oh, this here, I'm I'm giving my power away here. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay. I'm choosing myself here. I'm not choosing myself here. I'm choosing. Just the awareness is going to be something interesting there for you. And let's experiment together and see what it does, because what's going on now? Is it working? If it's working, then keep doing it. Keep doing it, because I know if it's working, something in here is part of what you're doing, and I know it. But if nothing is working and you just didn't even know, try it out for me. And for the, not even to change your life up, for just the exploration of like, oh, I'd like to get to know myself a little better, deeper, because like I'm what I have, right? And see what happens. I hope this made any sense. But so much love to you, and happy exploring.